Josh. Oh, that was huge. We're gonna take this multi-angled for your sake. You know, I'm not from New England. Show you how to get this thing going right. That right there was the oven. We're all preheated. Nice. So we have our lobster, still alive. And truthfully, the reason why they call women broads is because if a lobster has a wide, fat tail, it's a female. And it's broad-tailed. So broad. Not shitting you. A lot of amateurs cut this thing down belly up and split it for the stuffing, but that's stupid because the shit track that runs in it, much like a shrimp, is going to be on this side, which is harder to do, but this is the way we're going to do it. Okay, so from here, unfortunately, we're going to have to fucking kill this guy. I know he's cute. What I like to do is I'm going to show you here. Whoa, whoa, he's an active one. Right in here, there's a little spot you can get this part of the knife into. So from here, you take that, as you can see, and we're going to go straight through him, just like that. And if you have any qualms about, you know, animals being slaughtered, just know that lobsters do not have a central nervous system and thus cannot feel pain the way humans would if you were to take a fucking knife and stick it down your spine and then bring it all the way up through your head, cutting you in half. Now, I know this sounds gnarly, but keep all this juice if you can. There is juice in here, and that's going to be, you know, helpful. You can add that to the stuffing, and, you know, like I said, another layer of flavor. Okay, so what you want to do here is cut down the tail, not all the way through. I'm going to keep the lobster together. You just want it in half. Like so. Just like that. Now we lucked out today. All that dark green stuff, right here, we're gonna mix that in with our stuffing. That's flavor, that's the lobster roe. All this other junk right here, including bits of other lobster, we're gonna clean that out, preferably with a gloved hand. That's what I'm talking about in here, this stuff. And that's where the stuffing is gonna go. So what we're gonna do is get a spoon. Grab that dark green stuff right out of there. Oh boy. This shit is awesome. Now lobsters are cannibals, so it's not uncommon to find other bits of lobster inside this cavity. So I'm just gonna rip all this out like so. Now take a spoon, clean out any of the excess. I'm just taking a spoon, cleaning out any of the excess. Now here in the tail, there's going to be a shit line you're going to want to identify and pull out. And we got it. can see, this motherfucking thing looks like the Predator's mouth now. All cut open. We have our lobster roe. Oh, where is it? There we go. I'm just gonna smash it up. We're gonna mix that in there with a bowl. All this junk right here, just wipe off to the side. I recommend using, like I said, if you can see here, my cutting board is ridged. Prevent all that goo from going everywhere. Yep. I know he's still moving around, but trust me, he's dead. Now, for your sake, you might want to just go through it here. Just see if there's any shell in there. I personally don't like to wash it because there's a lot of flavor that you're literally going to wash away. So, like I said, don't do that. So we have that cavity open. Now, in order for these shells to cook properly, you're going to want to put a little crack in them. This can be dangerous. So, like I said, it can be dangerous. Use a towel. Hold on to it. Give it a little snap in. Kind of bring it through. And there. Repeat on the other side. You know, I always use a towel, you know. Cut cotton, not flesh. Just give it a little poke in. Don't cut all the way through. You just want to expose, or not even expose, really. Just want to get that cracked in there. Well, now you have a completely broken apart, ready to go lobster. All the other stuff, although there is meat in here, it's going to be tough to get out, especially for you southern amateurs. Maybe like a crawdad, think like that. You can break the legs and suck the meat. But we'll get to that later when it cooks. The oven is ready to go. So let's go ahead with the stuffing process. We'll be right back with Cooking with Nick.